Galway-based musician.
Oh no, she's one of these people. It's never just a regular person who
No,
stands up from the crowd and says, "You know what? I'm going to do something big for this cause I believe in." No, it's a fucking musician or
every
someone
time,
that's
isn't
in
it?
the arts or something.
Yeah. Wasn't that one who got her head bashed in by that soldier guy? Which was terrible. We have to say that. She was also didn't she try
Yeah.
to start a musical career afterwards? She was an actress and musician. She sang a song about being beaten up.
God, I hate that bitch. I fucking hate it.
The young woman attended a Dáil yesterday and brought a watermelon with her, just to prove to the government that she is not trying to be a martyr or extreme. How does that prove you're not?
That doesn't no
True.
that does not follow at all.
No,
Jesus
that
Christ,
just shows that okay, well, you're not that serious because you brought a fucking watermelon with you,
man.
and we know what it represents. Like,
Garbage.
so everybody fucking knows at this stage. Um,
Well,
what's
actually, yeah. I mean, that just makes you more likely to be described as a martyr because that's what those people do.
Yeah,
Is they
look
martyr
at the
themselves.
ego on this thing. Look at her standing beside Countess Markovich, as if you are like Countess Markovich too. Like you're just
Never in a million fucking years.
yeah, just the same. Like both rebel women, like fighting for the cause. Oh, the
Terrible
imagination.
story without,
Yeah.
elaboration.
Righty. Fat girl, where are you there? We'll have a listen to her video first, and then there's a kind of follow up to it as well.
Right.
Okay, so here she is. I don't know her name. We'll find out her name in a minute. But she's fasting. I believe it says there on the fucking screen. Hunger strike for Gaza. So she's decided to show solidarity with the people of Gaza by going on hunger strike, which depending on your view, some people think it's the most noblest thing in the world you can do is to go on hunger strike to show solidarity with either your fellow people. I think most people in Ireland, when they think of hunger strike, they think of Bobby Sands, and then they hold
Ugh.
Bobby Sands up as the greatest human being who's ever lived. I think that the best kind of counter argument to that I've ever heard was from you. Who I think you said he died for a fucking blanket or something like that. Like,
an extra blanket.
an extra blanket,
Yeah.
But again, people have this idea like, you go on hunger strike, you're a martyr, you set yourself on fire, you're a martyr. So this woman, she's now committed herself to go on hunger strike for Gaza, and she will refuse to eat until the Irish government does something. Anything, I think, are her words, to help the people in Gaza. Now, I think going on hunger strike is a fucking stupid idea. It's a silly idea. It kind of devalues life, and especially when people are dying in Gaza, it's like it just kind of shows a level of privilege where it's like, okay, well, your life means nothing. Like, these people are struggling to survive, and you're just going to starve yourself to death and just give up your whole fucking life. And it's also coercive control, like, because this is the same kind of woman who would be up in arms and screaming for the harshest laws for coercive control in a relationship between a man and a woman. But it doesn't get more coercive than this. You are coercing a whole fucking society to bend to your will, or else you're going to kill your fucking self, So if that was in an individual relationship and it's the guy saying to the woman, like, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself, or, it's extremely coercive. Like, you can't get more coercive than, if you don't do what I fucking say, I am going to kill myself. And to do it for a blanket is fucking ridiculous. To do it for the people in Gaza is also ridiculous, because she must know that the government, one, there's nothing they can fucking do. But she did say if they do anything. So what does she want to do? Enact the fucking, the anti or Israel territories bill, or condemn them, call it a genocide or whatever. It's fucking ridiculous. But we listen to her anyway. Sorry, I'm going on a bit.
The reason I'm here is because I'm on hunger strike mainly. Today is day 6 since I've eaten anything, and I've brought this watermelon here with me, just to prove prove to the government that I'm not trying to be a martyr, I'm not trying to be extreme. I will literally eat this in front of them if they just take any action. 14,000 babies starving within 48 hours. And those figures, for any Irish person who knows their history, will bring them back to the famine. And that's the moment of disgrace that I was like, we cannot be a European country who's experienced genocide, who's saying nothing about this or offering weak words of condemnation. Not worth it for me. And I think a lot of Irish people feel that they don't deserve that representation. They deserve something better. It actually makes me very emotional to think that there's children going through what I've put myself through willingly. Obviously for me, it's a political point. It's, an act of civil disobedience that I'm entitled to. But for them to think that, as people offer me food or people tell me to eat out of kindness, no one's telling these kids to eat. No one's offering them anything. And for Ireland to be included in that, I think is just shameful.
Yeah, she buckled. Like the following day, she broke her hunger strike.
Oh fuck me! Really?
Yeah. The next day, so she fucking. I think the fucking watermelon here got the better of her. Like, so don't see the way she was looking at it there. She was talking like she was fucking in her mind. She's already devoured it. She's talking about babies and Palestine. She's holding it like a fucking child. And who brings a watermelon to a hunger strike? Are you not torturing yourself more? It's like,
it's symbolic, man. The watermelon is symbolic of Palestine.
I know.
Yeah.
But bring a fucking flag. Like, we all know about the watermelon. But if you're on a hunger strike, you're bringing a fucking watermelon. Like, you're tempting yourself. Like, with food. You might as well have a fucking steak waving under your nose. I think that's what did it. Like, she has the watermelon there, and it's broke her. Like, as soon as the cameras were off, she's turned around or went down the alleyway there and scoffed that fucking watermelon. And like 6 fucking, look at the size of this cunt. Like 6 days. Like that's an intermittent fast. And again, done now. It's done. She's fucked it up for everybody. It's like, where's your solidarity? I'm disappointed. Like if you're going to go on hunger strike, you better fucking die.
Well, look, I absolutely agree. That it's embarrassing. She obviously never has gone any length of time without food because she would have known, hey, I can't actually do this. She could have given it a trial run, maybe at home. I'll go 2 days without eating and see how I feel about it then. Actually, that's what I advise anyone. If you want to go on hunger strike, just try it out at home first. Don't go on camera and say, I'm going to do this big thing, everyone, and then immediately give up because, you understand finally what it means to be hungry. Yeah. Not just, oh, my belly's been empty for 3 hours. I need something to fill it with.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. And again, it does no good for the whole fucking cause because someone mentioned earlier that they had black fatigue. Like, I think everyone's suffering from, Gaza fatigue at this stage. Not because of the poor Gazans, but because of this shit.
Yeah.
It's like, please fucking stop. Like, just have, one person, have, 1 or 2 big events during the year. It's just people are getting tired of it every fucking day. Every time somebody else has a protest about something else that that these guys don't necessarily agree with, like it's like, well, let's turn up and shout free fucking Palestine, and then the people by proxy hate you and then get turned against the poor people in fucking Palestine, because it's just relax. And you're like, this woman has never had a day without a meal, judging by the looks of her here. Now, granted, the image is stretched because it it was shot for TikTok or something.
Oh, that wasn't you that did that.
Oh, I had to stretch it out because otherwise we'd be looking at a tiny fucking portrait mode.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, I did stretch it out just to
Right.
highlight a point like that. But that is a good representation of her size. Like they had to build that microphone, especially in Germany, and have it shipped over just to be able to cover her fucking mouth. Like I think she bit a bit of the microphone foam off as well. Yeah, or maybe is that Mr. Gallagher's penis? Like he put it into the microphone, got that woman to grip it. Yeah, so let me get the article. Where is it?
Right.
Joe.ie. Another shithole of a fucking website. Yeah, I know, right? I thought Joe.ie used to be kind of an okay site. They used to just,
Yeah.
maybe I'm thinking of Lad Bible or something, am I? Or I just thought it was in those.
Could be because that was decent. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like a lightweight version of Vice in its early days.
Yeah, that's true. Lad Bible, I had to block them on Facebook, all of their pages, because a lot of their stuff now is just clickbait. It's like,
Ugh.
what are you doing to your brand? And worse yet, my friends, people I know in real life, are resharing that shit. Not often, but it comes up, and it's like, well, dude, really? Oh, fuck's sake, man! What happened? There we go.
Okay. So this was the 28th of May, so 2 days ago as well. So family raised concerns as Kildare woman enters 7th day of hunger strike for Gaza. Yeah, so there's an accurate depiction of the woman. So not the slimmest creature, like
Sure,
like
but
never
not
gonna
as
support me.
obese as you made her out to be. You're fake news, man.
Yeah, fake news. Right, the woman's family are extremely concerned. The family of a woman undergoing a hunger strike. It's an operation, like she's just undergoing it. She volunteered to do it. It hasn't been carried out against her fucking will.
Man, we're really slaughtering the English language, aren't we?
Yeah.
Fucking undergone, Jesus.
An aid of Gaza has raised their concerns. The 27-year-old Sophie Ni Coimhim, is it? These people have been turning me against the Irish language. From Kildare is entering her 7th day of hunger strike for Gaza. The Galway-based musician.
Oh no, she's one of these people. It's never just a regular person stands up from the crowd and says, "You know what? I'm going to do something big for this cause I believe in." No, it's a fucking musician or
Every
someone
time, isn't it?
in the arts or something,
Yeah. Wasn't that one who got her head bashed in by that soldier guy? Which was terrible. We have to say that. She was also didn't she try to start a musical career afterwards? She was an actress and musician. she sang a song about being beaten up.
God, I hate that bitch. I fucking hate her.
The Galway-based musician will continue her strike until she gets a recording deal. I would admit, it might be a little bit cynical on her behalf.
Wait, what?
No, that was me.
Oh.
More fake news. See how easy it is to fall down the rabbit hole of fake news. Luckily, we have people like RTE, looking out for people because they're so easily duped.
Oh, you know what? We have to cover this this thing, RTE. Remember?
Oh yeah. Oh, we will. Oh, we shall. Yeah.
It's Keno, man.
Her strike until the government passes the Occupied Territories Bill into law.
Oh. So it's a specific demand.
Yeah, she did say anything, though, didn't she? She said until the government do anything. But there we go.
Define anything,
Yeah. She began the hunger strike on May 20. See, it may be better for her not to do a hunger strike, but just to gorge. She's going to continue to just eat. She's going to eat constantly until she explodes. Like that would be much more novel and fun, wouldn't it? Like people could turn up with fucking delicious cakes and specialty meats.
Buckets.
Yeah,
she could throw the puke over the gates into Leinster House.
Yeah, I could watch that. Wouldn't you like to watch it? Just a woman just getting gorgeous like 24 hours a day, just go, like a hot dog eating contest. Yeah, Mr. Gallagher could show up with a hot dog for her to eat. She began the hunger strike on May 21, May 21st, May 21. Fucking hell, what's wrong with these people? on May 20. That's an American way of doing it, isn't it? Like May 21.
Yep.
And is
Yep.
now experiencing a cough, dizziness, body aches, and severe hunger pangs.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That load. The woman told Kildare today that although she has her family's support, she feels shame over what she's putting them through. Sophie explained that there are doctors who were keeping an eye on her. At the same time, that's the part of this that is my shame. That this is what I put my family through. But I will have my family's support. And it's what I feel is necessary in order to even get a bit of response out of the government. And even at that, they haven't been that keen to respond, she said. The young woman attended a Dáil yesterday and brought a watermelon with her, just to prove to the government that she is not trying to be a martyr or extreme. How does that prove you're
That doesn't, no, that does not follow at all.
No.
Jesus
That
Christ.
just shows that, okay, well, you're not that serious because, you brought a fucking watermelon with you, and we know what it represents, like, so, everybody fucking knows at this stage.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, that just makes you more likely to be described as a martyr because that's what those people do.
Yeah. Look at the ego on this thing. Look at her standing beside Countess Markovich as if you are like, Countess Markovich too. Like you're
never in a million fucking years.
Just the same, like, both rebel women, like, fighting for the cause. I will literally eat this in front of them. It's like a biblical passage, isn't it? Take this watermelon and eat it. I will literally eat this in front of them if they just take any action, she told District Magazine. 14,000 babies starving within 48 hours. And those figures for any Irish person who knows the history will bring it back to them. Okay, we have to get all that. Sophie has received lots of support online, with one TikTok user calling her incredibly powerful. You're doing a powerful thing, girl, and you've got my support, wrote another. That's it. That's the fucking article. That didn't even say anything about her stopping, did it? Maybe that's the wrong article. Anyway, we're not going looking for another one. That's my mistake. But she stopped anyway. She's stopped her hunger strike.
I don't know what she was expecting, right? Because there are children out in the fucking street eating their dinner out of little plastic bowls that are given out by fucking charities in the streets of Dublin. And the government doesn't give a fuck about them. So why would they give a fuck about you?
Yeah. But again, you see, it's not that. Like, any rational person would realize that, okay, this just isn't going to work. One, because nobody knows who the fuck she is. Nobody really cares about her. And if she did die on hunger strike, like, nobody would care. And the government can't back down to a hunger strike. Because if they do it for one, well, then they do it for all. As soon as the government says, do you know what? Okay, yeah, you want something, you're going to hold us hostage. You're going to kill yourself if we don't do it or go on hunger strike. Well, then every fucker and his brother and sister would be going on hunger strike the next morning to get what they want, And so it's a silly fucking tactic to do. And again, it can only be that you are so entitled that you think you are worth so much that the government will have no choice but to go, okay, you know what? Yes, this woman is so special and so valued that we daren't gamble with her life, and we will indeed acquiesce and bow to her demands.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's just bizarre. Like, it's just this grandiose sense of,
and it's an insult to our ancestors, because hunger striking is actually an ancient part of our culture, our tradition. If someone did you wrong, if someone refused to pay you back money or a cow or whatever the case was back in the day, you would sit outside their front door and starve yourself to shame them into making amends with you.
Yeah,
this is how we did things. It's a shame thing, but the government doesn't feel shame. Obviously.
Yeah, but there's nothing they can fucking do. Like, what can they? Like, they're doing everything they can do in that sense. Like, they've, they've expelled Israel from the country essentially. They've gone one step further than South Africa in condemning them. They're openly admitting it's a genocide, or maybe they're not. But for me, it's like these people just need to just take a fucking holiday, like a month away from it. Just take a month away from it, or 2 weeks, or just have 2 rallies a year, because people are just fatigued with it altogether, just tired of listening to it from this particular group of people, because you're not fucking helping. If you really wanted to help that much and do something of use, it would probably be to go there, not fight for Hamas or something stupid like that, but join an aid organization, or or collect money and send it there or something. I'm just that this weekly chanting on the streets and turning up for counter protests and holding the Free Palestine and shouting all that, it doesn't really belong there. Just keep your Palestinian flag at home if you're going to a counter protest. If you've got a problem with the people who are at the protest, fine. Just focus on what those people. If it's an anti-immigration protest or something like that, just focus on that. Just leave the Palestinian flag at home. Leave the scarves at home. There's no fucking need for that. You're just poisoning the well for that one altogether. And there's nothing more our government can do. They're doing everything they can beyond what any other government is doing, and then to play it off like they're not doing enough, it's like, just fucking stop. It's ridiculous. It's pissing me off. More importantly than anything else, it's annoying me, and I refuse to look away. So please, for my sake, my entitlement, I'm asking those people, like, please stop. And don't do something silly like go on hunger strike and then not go through with it, because that just makes me disrespect you more. Like,
KO said in the chat, she was and is only looking for her 15 minutes of fame, and we figured it out pretty quick, didn't we?
Yeah.
You did, and then told us about it. She's an artist who, is struggling to be recognized for her craft.
Yeah.
I need a minute to empty my bladder.